Hello. Thank you for listening. This is the near death experience of Fonz, and this experience occurred on September 15th of 1989 and was documented on September 22nd of 2017. And it was originally in the German language and has been translated. Open quote. We were playing a child game of squeezing each other. I apparently had such a lack of oxygen that this might have been life threatening. I was then passing out, and my friend was putting me down to the ground. Suddenly, I saw myself lying on the ground in our living room. At the side of my head, my friend was standing. My perspective of view was from above, and I was looking down. My body was lying parallel to my point of view from the right, head to the left, feet. Actually, my perspective was impossible, as I was looking down from a bigger height as the actual ceiling was, I guess about 4 meters. The real ceiling was a normal height of about 2.5 meters. My friend was moving at the side of my head, so it wasn't a fixed image. I had no pain or respiratory distress. Everything was relaxed. Then, in the right upper angle of vision, a bright, shining circle appeared. From there came a squawking voice, like the voice of Mickey Mouse, that said to me that I could come if I wanted to. Everything would be okay. I knew that it would be very beautiful there. Harmony, knowledge, contentment. The light was very pleasant and bright, definitely of a white color. I also understood very well what my situation was, and I knew if I went into the light, I would be dying. It was my decision to go or not. It was absolutely tempting, and the only thing that kept me from going through were thoughts about my father. I was thinking how badly my father would be mourning, and it's only for this that I didn't go into the light. And then I came to immediately. My buddy was totally upset because of how long I was gone. Then I told him immediately. In quote. Oh, wow. Squeeze them until they pass out. There's a couple questions here. Your highest level of consciousness. Answer, I think you mean the visual sight. It was bigger. All details were similar as in the daily vision, but with much broader perspective. Question, did you pass into or through a tunnel? Answer, uncertain. I have seen this passing into or through a tunnel. I think that a passage gets it better. With me, nothing was dark or passing into or through a tunnel like, but rather a brightly lit passage that I didn't enter. Question, did you see an unearthly light? Answer, yes. Pure, white, very bright, but not blinding. Very inviting. Question, what emotions did you feel during the experience? Answer, absolute calm, peace, slight fear for my father. Question, did you feel a sense of harmony or unity with the universe? Answer, I felt united with the world. Question, did you suddenly seem to understand everything? Answer, I understood the context of what was just happening with me completely. I believe I could have asked for questions about many questions, but I didn't do it because it was of no importance. Question, did you come to a border or point of no return? Answer, as I wrote already, it was my decision to go into the light and experience the perfect harmony, or to return to the simple life with its lumps and bumps and disharmony. The fear to see my father mourning me made that I decided against the passage. Nobody forced or restrained me. Question, what importance did you place on your religious/spiritual life prior to your experience? Answer, not important. Question, what was your religion prior to your experience? Answer, atheist. Question, have your religious practices changed since your experience? Answer, uncertain. Concerning religion, nothing changed. About this, I'm neutral. Concerning spirituality, I'm not rejecting everything in the first place, but consider all aspects of it. Question, what importance do you place on your religious/spiritual life after your experience? Answer, slightly important to me. Question, what is your religion now? Answer, atheist. Question, did your experience include features consistent with your earthly beliefs? Answer, content that was entirely not consistent. At 16, I was still very young and erratic, but clearly a natural scientist. I loved physics and chemistry. I was a realist. With that, this experience was absolutely in contrast to my former understanding. Question, did you seem to encounter a mystical being or presence or hear an unidentifiable voice? Answer, I heard a voice I could identify. This voice was not male or female, rather squawking, but absolutely peaceful, intelligible, and clear. Question, do you believe in the existence of God after your experience? Answer, God does not exist. Question, during your experience, did you gain information about the meaning of life? Answer, no. I did not feel what it means to go to the other side, and so could compare it. Our life is edgy, hard, high in contrast, and strenuous. The one on the other side is soft, delicate, and understanding. Question, do you believe in an afterlife after your experience? Answer, an afterlife definitely exists. Yes, the total harmony and the great knowledge I was offered means that life continues somehow after passing through the doorway. Question, during your experience, did you gain information about life's difficulties, challenges, and hardships? Answer, yes, I did feel what it means to go to the other side, and so could compare it. Our life is edgy, hard, and high in contrast, and that's the same answer. Sorry. During your experience, did you gain information about love? Answer, uncertain. The love from my father brought me back, and it was apparently stronger than the love from the other side. I'm not sure if my decision resulted from love or compassion. Question, what life changes occurred in your life after your experience? Answer, slight changes in my life. The thing is that I was in the height of puberty, in full growth, so many things changed that I can't say what of this was changed by the experience. Yes, I definitely believe more in spiritual and tangible things as before. Question, was the experience difficult to express in words? Answer, uncertain. In order to describe what I saw, I would have to draw it. The implanted knowledge was even more far-reaching, but not of importance for me at that moment. It was a feeling to know a great lot more. Question, how accurately do you remember the experience in comparison to other life events that happened around the same time? Answer, I remember it more accurately. This experience, in a way, has shaped me. In this respect, the memory of the experience is stronger, but everything is fading more and more. I also wrote down my experience somewhere immediately after the experience, but I have to look for this document. I hope I will find it. Question, do you have any psychic, non-ordinary, or other special gifts after your experience that you did not have before the experience? Answer, no. Question, are there one or several parts of the experience that are especially meaningful or significant to you? Answer, the experience itself shows that there is still something waiting for us after death. Question, have you ever shared this experience with others? Answer, yes. Before my experience, I didn't know at all that something like an NDE exists. The later knowledge about NDE even confirmed my experience. What do you believe about the reality of your experience? Answer, everything I saw from my perspective was correct. I even climbed on a ladder to be able to judge the view and perspective. Experience was definitely real. Through reading and my own research, my experience kept being affirmed. I'm not a storyteller and still very interested in natural science. Nevertheless, I know what I experienced. No thought construct. Question, at any time in your life, has anything ever reproduced any part of the experience? Answer, uncertain. Last year, my father died suddenly at the age of 74. He was reanimated following a pulmonary embolism. After the reanimation, I arrived at the hospital. He was alive, but without consciousness. I went to his bed, kissed him on his cheek, and just said to him, "Everything is fine, Dad." At the same moment, his heart stopped and he died. End quote. End question. I don't want to leave it on that note, but I think that's where it is. Thank you for listening, and thank you for sharing, Fonz. Hope you have a great day.